Everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar with MLB 14 the show. So you guys wanted me to take a look at the free agency. Do see a couple opportunities to help the team out. I don't want to go with anything too crazy because, I mean, I still want it to be the Oakland Athletics. And if I do go crazy, I think I'm going to do more harm than good. So taking a look, seems like DH, I've got an opportunity to go ahead and improve. 70, I could do better than that. And then Dan Straley is sitting at 79. So if I go back to the free agency, I'm going to see Ervin Santana is going to be a pickup that I make. And then I also get Morales. Because the whole idea that I'm going to have with him is I'm going to have him at first instead of Brandon Moss. And then I'll move Brandon Moss to the DH position. And I mean, that'll kind of rotate that periodically between a few as well. I was going to try and get Nelson Cruz, but I just didn't have the money to get both Santana and Cruz. And the way my outfield is right now, I don't think he could really help the team out too. And I think it'd be kind of a waste just to put him at DH. So, but then again, I don't know. I was thinking maybe I could go ahead and move Céspedes. But anyway, let's just get to it. So this is opening day 2014. We're going to be facing the Cleveland Indians. So, also following what you guys wanted, I'm not going to go ahead and continue on with spring training. You may see a couple spring training games when I go ahead and I make the switch to the PS4, but Sonny Gray is going to be getting the start here on opening day. Justin Masterson will be getting it for the Indians. So it is a cloudy day. I did do that intentionally, and I also set up the jerseys just so like it was really opening day this year, because I guess the one thing about going ahead and playing this a little bit late is I can go back and see what really happened. But so we're wearing the gold jerseys today, but everybody lining up here for the national anthem. Gosh, this is going to be so cool. Like, I'm really excited to be able to play as the Oakland Athletics. So I don't know, it's just cool. Like O.Co and everything, like it just has a cool feel to it. And don't get me wrong when I say this, like I have really enjoyed every single franchise that I have done so far, but this really has the potential to end up being the favorite one that I've been able to do. So here we go. The A's are going to take the field for the first time in the 2014 season. Let's hope we can start this off here on the right track. So in this game, I already have gone ahead and implemented the free agents that I have picked up. I guess I could have showed signing them and everything, but I didn't want to go ahead and use up a lot of time for something like that. So you'll see Morales at first. You won't see Ervin Santana, of course, pitching today. In fact, it might be a few games till you go ahead and see him, because I actually put him in the third spot. Did change up the lineups a little bit too, just depending on if I'm going up against a lefty or a righty. So Kai Aspo will usually be my starter at second, just because as far as hitting attributes go and everything, he is superior to Eric Sogard. But I do have Sogard here in this game, and you'll see Sogard periodically because it is advantageous to be able to have a lefty come in every once in a while. Now, Kai Aspo is a switch hitter, as is Morales and Coco Crisp. So, I mean, there's a lot of flexibility with the lineup too, but you know, catcher, depending on who I'm going up against, you may see Jaso, you may see Norris. So lineup's going to change quite a bit, and that gets me excited. So Sonny Gray starting off the 2014 season with a strikeout against Michael Bourne. That was a lot better than the 4-pitch walk against Nyjer Morgan. That happened in real life. But this is going to be the first hit of the season for the Oakland Athletics. Let's see if we can turn this into the first run. So here's Morales getting his first at-bat as an Oakland A. I'm hoping that this will be a good pickup. Now, he's going to go ahead and hit into a double play. So Asdrubal Cabrera starting that off, not too pretty. All right, John Jaso here in the bottom of the third. Really not too much has happened offensively, but he's going to go ahead and get a base hit. Now, with the way that the A's are stacked up here, we do have a lot of lefties. So anytime we're facing a right-handed pitcher like Masterson, there's a lot of opportunities for us to be able to get a lot of things going. And as I mentioned, I hope that's going to happen today. Here's Eric Sogard, my favorite player right now. He's going to hit into a... Nope. Never mind. That's going to be a bad throw by Nick Swisher. So runners on first and second. Coco Crisp now coming up. We've only got one out here, too. And Crisp is going to chop this one. Oh, what? Back-to-back errors by the Indians. I don't think I've ever seen this take place before, where we see one error and then another one immediately following it. Here's Jed Lowrie. You can always tell he's up to the plate because of the double flaps on the helmet. I sure hope the bases loaded curse has not come back. That's going to go ahead and end the inning. Bottom of the fourth, Morales getting a chance at the plate yet again. Now this is going to be a deep fly ball that's going to bounce off the wall. Not enough to be able to get over the fence. So he'll get a stand-up double, and that's the first extra base hit of the 2014 season. Now, as I was mentioning the bases loaded curse, yeah, that plagued me all through MLB 2K. So I don't want that to come back here because I thought I lifted it last year by switching. But anyway, Céspedes. Oh, he's going to be out. Dang, that was a good play. But then again, you got Cabrera at short. You're going to see a lot of good defensive plays. Top of the fifth, 0-2 count. That's going to go ahead and get past Morales and roll into right field where Reddick will pick it up and make the throw to Sogard in the infield. I always worry, too, whenever there's a hit down the line like that, just because there's been a lot of games that's been stretched into a double. Ooh, Reddick at the warning track. Speaking of Reddick, here he is up at the plate. After that catch, it kind of made me nervous. This one's going to be an opposite field home run. Reddick getting the first run for us here in tremendous fashion. Not just a home run, but an opposite field home run. So Masterson has done a good job being able to hold the Oakland A's, not letting us get too much offense going here today, which is one of the reasons why we're, in the fifth inning this far along in the game. But it looks like we're starting to pick some things up. This is, of course, wearing down on the confidence of Masterson, making it easier for me to be able to get some hits. And so, even though that was great, that's all that happened in that inning. Now, Indians, I think this might be their first base hit of the game. At least it's their first hit in quite a while. So Santana going to hit into a double play. So I guess we're feeling pretty good about things defensively, answering back with that double play of our own. I didn't know if Morales was going to get it in time and have it come back. But here's Josh Donaldson, my third baseman. This one going into the gap in right center, so I'm going to go ahead and round first, get on over to second. And yet another stand-up double for the Oakland A's here on opening day. So with Donaldson getting that double, we're looking at no outs. We've got Brandon Moss up at the plate. Now he's going to hit this into right. I'm not going to go ahead and try and come home on that one. Even though I kind of questioned, I don't know. I don't think I would have been able to get past the catcher at that point. But after that, we're going to be seeing a pitching change. Masterson, as I mentioned, has had a pretty good game. Has had a few hits, of course, hit off of him. So we're going to see as the Indians go ahead and bring in a reliever, whether or not that's going to help me or it's going to help them a little bit more. So as a lefty, I mean, that does go ahead and hurt my chances a little bit since I do have a lot of lefties on the team. I did mention, of course, got some switch hitters. And then I've got like Yoenis Céspedes right here, who is a righty. Another one into the gap. Another run comes home for us. Up. Runners on second and third. Now, I did hesitate a little bit. I'm still getting adjusted to the way that the game has you run the bases. So that's going to take me a while. Now, Reddick is going to go ahead and get walked, so that's going to go ahead and load up the bases for the second time in this contest. So, Jaso, who had a hit earlier in this game. Oh, man. Oh, that's going to drop. So that's going to be a run. Bases are still loaded because of that, too. And Sogard comes up to the plate, hit into the double play earlier in this game. On the very next pitch, it was right over the heart of the plate. And again, Cabrera starts off another double play. So I don't know if I can consider that to be part of the bases loaded curse, since I did get a run out of it. Now, Sonny Gray ends up getting hit with a little comebacker. And I still kind of worry because this is the first time where I have been a part of a comebacker, so I don't know if the percentage of injuries increases in this game versus last year. But I've been very effective with pitches. Jaso with the throw and the out. Caught him stealing. So we are officially 100% catching runners when they try and steal. All right, back to a righty here with Scott Atchison. 3-0 here in the bottom of the seventh. Here is Coco Crisp. And this will be his first hit of the game. Thought there might be a potential for a play there at third. But it gets right past him. Now, with Coco Crisp being the fastest guy on my team, if anybody's going to be stealing, it is going to be him. So he's got a pretty good lead, making the break for second. Choose not to swing, and he is safe. Safe by quite a bit, actually, too, which is something I really do like to see, because on that throw, I mean, that one was right on target. A lot of times, too, that's going to go ahead and be the type of throw that's going to go ahead and get the runner out at second. I'm kind of thinking maybe going on over to third. It's opening day, might as well try and test it. I don't know why he slid that way, but Coco Crisp is out at third. Now, I didn't get a hit or anything like that afterwards either. So, I guess that wasn't necessarily a bad call, but who knows what would have happened on the next at bat. So we're still sitting at 3-0. We've still got Sonny Gray here in the top of the eighth. He's been really effective with the pitches that he's been throwing. You can see a lot of strikes right there. But the thing about Cleveland here is they have gone ahead and been attacking pretty quickly, swinging a lot on the very first pitch. Now, with the first pitch, I usually go ahead and throw that low and inside. And so there have been a lot of ground balls. Not so many strikeouts in this game. I think I may be at like 2 or 3 right now. So with Sonny Gray, I mean, it hasn't been so much of in-your-face strikeouts, stuff like that. It's been more, let's get the ball on the ground and make the other 8 guys on the field work to make sure we get the outs here. So the fastballs have been pretty good for me in this game. My curveball has been effective at times as well. But the slider, that's been a huge surprise. I wonder if that's a little bit different here in this game because I struggled with the slider in 13. All right, so another strikeout for Sonny Gray. I think about it, I think that is 4 today. So 2-1 count. I'll go to Céspedes in left. And so the Indians now, with the man on, might be... Well, Sonny Gray hasn't given up that many hits at all. In fact, I think that might just be hit number 2 of the game. But Sogard fields that one. Gets to throw over to Morales for the last out in the inning. All right, so Brandon Moss in the bottom of the 8th will go ahead and start things off with a hit. This is going to be the last chance, I'm hoping, for us to go ahead and get some runs. I mean, if there are more chances in this game, then that means the Indians tie it up at the top of the 9th, which I don't want. So Moss on first. Here is his first base replacement in Morales. That curveball just hanging, but Morales is out. Grounds into the double play. So here's the top of the ninth. 3-0 count. Ooh. High fly ball. Céspedes is able to get there for out number 1. Yeah, so, I mean, with Morales, too, I mean, another reason why I put him at first is because he does have a little bit better fielding. Actually, a lot better fielding than what Moss has. So I figured that might help out here defensively, too. So there's a lot of reasons. And I know not everybody's going to agree with the choice that I made, but, I mean, when you take a look at it, I don't see... I mean, I see more pros than I do cons. But anyway, we get out number 3 of the top of the ninth. So opening day ends up being a win for the Oakland Athletics. So join us in the next game, of course. In fact, join us for all of the other franchise games right here on this channel for the Oakland Athletics. It's going to be sweet, I promise you that. But thanks again for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Like I mentioned, more of this to come, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Oh, Sonny Gray got the complete game shutout. That's pretty sweet. But anyway, you guys are really awesome. Thanks again for watching. And as always, you guys, I hope you have a good one.